back to the battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing more White Weenie. It's been a real hot minute, guys. It's been a real hot minute. I think it's time to play some White Weenies in this current Pauper format. In front of you is a pretty cool list. It's actually running for Hinterland Sanctifier, which I think is a pretty cool card. It's a lot like the Lunark Veteran. I know Lunark Veteran has Disturb, so it comes back. But the key stat on here is that the text is the same on it anyway. You gain a life with whenever you play another creature, but it's a 1/2. So it does survive Wrath effects a bit better, especially when we're running this Ramosian Rally. So outside of this, it's running 1 Steadfast Unicorn, which I'm a big fan of, especially because there's more Mono-White Aggro kicking around than I would like. So, I mean, I'm always happy for people to play Mono-White Aggro, but this allows to help break those mirrors a bit and just get in with the Vigilance, and then it allows you to play your Prismatic Strands and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Now, the 2-drops are pretty standard as well. The Great Sword of Tier, they're running 1 of. I'm a big fan of this card, especially now because everyone's playing a lot of creature decks and stuff like that, and then Dirtly Flyers, so having a way to get through that is good with the Great Sword, so hopefully we can see that today. This list is running a fair few anthems. So we were running a 5 anthem list, which I thought was pretty crazy. And this was running actually 6 technically. The Ramosian Rally is kind of like a cool combat trick where you can survive Drown and Sorrow and stuff like that. So I do like it, kick it around. But yeah, really running 6 anthem effects is pretty huge. It is running the stock 3 strands, which I like, and then yeah, 4 battle screeches and just 2 Miser's Pack Beats, which we'll see if this actually comes up or if it's actually any good. And this, normally you either want to go all in on these or not. And normally you want to run a couple more 1-drops in that case. Sideboard is a little bit of a mixed medley as well. I mean, the Dust to Dust, 1 strands makes sense, but we're running these Hallows, which I am keen to see how good they are. So stay tuned for that one. And then this one, Palace Sentinels. Never really been a big fan of the Palace Sentinels. Normally with grindy decks and stuff like that, when you're bringing it in, they normally have a way to have like evasive flyers, sneaky snackers and stuff like that. So we want to put our flyers in, but then sometimes we overextend when we do that, and then they rout the board. So it can get a little bit weird and finicky. It can be hard to play with the Monarch essentially. And then we're running some Obsidian Acolytes and some Standard Bearers. So this list did 5-0. So we'll see how good this card is against those black decks. And then also these Standard Bearers are an absolute hoser against Bogles and Heroic and stuff like that. And even that Infect deck that's been kicking around. So let's take this good old classic White Weenie list through a couple matches and see how it goes. And see if this Hinterland Sanctifier is actually better than the Lunark Veteran or not. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. Please feel free to use the code SiegeRyan when you're going through Mana Traders and using their loan program. You can save some money off after a couple of months, so check that one out if you are interested in that. Anywho, let's get into some games. I'll see you in the first match. Alright, we're on the play for this one. Sounds good. Good, nice little 1-2 punch. So we Sanctifier into double 1-drop into Choco, and hopefully that just gets the party started. Be good if we play against some Burn. This is a great hand against Burn. With the giant Lava Dart hand, that would be awesome. And it's Bogles, which is not good for us. Oh, Prismatic Strands is a fantastic draw. We'll attack for 1. And then we just pray this is enough. It's alright as long as they don't draw a white source and play the Cloak. The Cloak's the issue. But if we can survive at least 2 turns where we can get this Choco out and then we can start attacking, then we have the strands. Alright, white source, that's not good. Into an armor, okay. Okay, I wonder if they want to attack. They do. That makes sense. Then on our turn, again, we have to pray they don't hit a Cloak. So we have to go this into, let's just bash. I'm probably not really playing this this Battle Screech. Here it can come. To play a Cloak, then we quickly need to... Okay, that's good. I mean, if they play Spirit Link here, it's the same thing though. It's an issue as well. Normally they only have those a bit more on the sideboard. Green, blue. Okay, Ancestral Mask. It's pretty huge. They're not attacking. Okie doke. I mean, so here we're attacking with everything, and then we're just going to Prismatic Strands for just we'll name green. And then hopefully we just draw planes, because then we can do... Oh, there we go. If we draw a planes, then we can go Vigilance and then soup it up again. But if they did have lifelink there, then they would have played it. So that's good for us. Oh no. Here it comes. Another Ancestral Mask. Oh, Melbourne Rumble. Alright, no Cloak. That's good. This spell's good as well, though. Rancor. Okay. Well, it's a big creature. And then blue for Aqueous Form. Not lethal, though. Not lethal. They still attack. Right, so we're basically... I don't know, because we can just play Archoko and then we can do our thing. Unless they play another creature. We're in one. The Sanctifiers, holy crap, they somehow mattered. Oh, do I lose the creature? Maybe I do. No, I don't. Yeah, I think we just buff like this. Attack with everything, and then we have Strands. 3, 6, 9. Everything attacks, and somehow we won this on 1 life, which is insane. Very, very lucky for that to happen. Holy crap. All right, so we do have Standard Bearers in our sideboard for this, but that is literally it. We have nothing else. Yes, we bring in these extra Strands. Remozing Rally doesn't matter as much. Guardian's Pledge. Oh, I guess it does matter if we want to buff. Solid Pack Beast isn't that good. Great Sort of Tier is terrible. And I think we run it like this. And Pray. Absolutely Pray we try and get a Standard Bearer. We could potentially cut... No, I think this is correct. We'll do this. I don't think the Pack Beasts are that good, because they just get like literally a Ethereal Armor and then like it's just done. There's nothing else we can do. They're on the play. I weirdly have a good record against Auras. I think I'm like 70% lifetime wildly against Auras, which actually feels like a terrible matchup, because we're just playing like a random creature deck. And they're playing Voltron with lifelink. It just feels like they should be able to absolutely decimate me. I mean, if we didn't have that Hinterland Sanctifier, we would have just lost that game on the spot. So, swings and roundabouts. Or if they had any other aura, like an Abundant Growth, we would have just done there. This hand is probably too slow. We need the Standard Bearer. We'll mull this. No lands. And they've mulled as well. They kept 6. We obviously can't keep this. Look, this hand is like... It's something, at least. I think we even... Oh, I don't like this. I think we're going to do this. I think we do need the Battle Screech and the Pledge to really get there. And we're on the draw as well, so hopefully we just get another land. We do need to essentially go 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Alright, well that's good. Let's pray it's enough and they don't have the lifelinker. If it is, we just maybe we'll draw a Standard Bearer or something like that. Rumble. Rumble's such a good add to this deck. And so they're picking up the Boggle, so they needed a creature there. Probably mold into like a bit of a shaky hand. Okay, we'll attack for 1. And hopefully we draw just a Standard Bearer, really. Or a Thraben Charm would be nice. Anything that slows them down, I'm happy with. It might be worth it to run some Holy Lights over some of the other stuff that we have. Right, let's correct this clue. Okay, Rafine's Informant. Okay. Well, now the question is... I think we're I still want to hard cast this Battle's Creature and just discarding whatever we draw. Unless it's literally a standard bearer. Everything else goes in the bin. Yeah, we just get rid of the planes. And the next one we just go Battle's Creature. Flashback Battle's Creature, and hopefully a Guardian's Pledge will get there and they don't have any lifelink effects. This looks not good. Ooh, Favor of the Overbeing. That's cool. Vigilance and Flying. That is a good card to put on your creature. It's very good. It's sick. Is that from the same set as well? Yeah, it is. It's a good one. It's a good one. At least we can kind of relegate the damage this turn. They haven't drawn a land. I mean, double Battle Screech. Maybe, just maybe, we can get there with double Battle Screech. Always yield to this. And then we'll flash it back. We'll do it like this. Ain't no way we're getting through a Bogle. So again, let's just pray they don't have any lifelink. Pass the turn, we'll do double Battle Screech. And maybe, just maybe it's enough. I mean, we're not getting through that trample. They can hit for 8, that's fine. Don't be Spirit Link. Oh my gosh, that's huge. This is 13. We just think what we have here. So we have 3, so the block ones will be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and a block another one as well. So play a land. If we go Battle Screech, flashback Battle Screech. We gain 4, go to 11, we still have to block with 2, and then we lose 1. 3, we have to block with 3. We can't. So block, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I guess I'd do this and hope I draw like a rally or something like that. We'll just cast this, we'll flash it back and just pray. Pray to the magic gods it's enough. I don't think it's enough. 13 is a lot and I can just play literally another aura. And we're pretty done there. Let's just tap like this. So we have raw flyers just in case. There we go, we're in 9. So we'd have to block 3 currently. And that's what makes me realize they're going to have something. Have literally another aura and then we can't do jack. That will do it. That will do all the birds. So let's see if we can draw a standard bearer or prismatic strands this time around. We won't run anything extra. No, let's just run it back. Prismatic strands is the name of the game. It's weird that I haven't seen any armadillo cloaks or anything like that. Yes, we'll go first. Come on deck. Give me, there we go, standard bearer. Let's go. So we're on the play as well. So we'll go land, go, and we'll play the standard bearer just outright. We're not here to go too crazy. We're just here to stop them from doing literally everything that they do in their deck. It's a good card. It's a human flag bearer as well. It's their turn. Alright, you land Boggle, probably, maybe. Ash Barrens, okay. They get a forest. I am still going to slam this standard bearer. I don't think they really run many removal spells. And I could go a little bit crazy. I think what I'll... Yeah, GG. There we go. Impossible card to beat. Alright, we're on the play, which is good. This hand is sadly not keepable. If they're keeping a hand of 7, we're on the play. We actually do have to mold this to 5, sadly. Look, we're going to have to keep this. I am going to bottom... probably the strands and that, and just keep all this. We have at least a play on turn 1 and turn 2, and then hopefully we can get a land in Battle Screech, and then, I mean, a land and keeping the Guardian's Pledge would have been absolutely huge here. Delver Secrets. Yeah, it's like fairly well set up for this. Okay, we just draw a land, let's attack for 1. We have a couple turns where we can be lucky, so let's hope that that is the case. Getting another clue. Yeah, if we don't draw another land though, we're pretty screwed. Island cycling. We don't want to draw Eagle either. Eagle's not good. Right, they're pondering. At least this didn't flip, but obviously it's going to flip now, which is going to be a problem. So here I'll probably even just take a land just to... we can trade our battle screeches for it, I guess. Still probably correct to do that, and then we'll get more in play than what they have. And then we can save our Thraben Charm, maybe. Right then, come on. Alright, that's good. Yeah, let's just play Raffine's Informant and flash back to Screech. It's a shame we had to get rid of the strands though. Alright. Interesting stuff. Wish that was a Plains, but alas, that's okay. These things happen. And now we have a double block for the Delver Secrets, which is good. And they're going to spend their turn doing stuff, but then we're likely can Thraben Charm, whatever threats they have. If it's going to be a Serpent, then there's no way in hell we're going to be able to use the Thraben Charm for that. So it can even be worth if we double block. Alright, they didn't get the flip off that. You think it would probably be set up there with the Ponder? Unless they literally just had creatures and lands on top. Or if they shuffled, I didn't actually check that. They chose to shuffle, okay. And now we can just hit face with everything, which is good. Somehow we're still in this game. Pondering. See, our options are on our turn is we can just crack a clue to try and get that Plains. But I think now we can just, because we can just save our other things if we need to. I think because our clock's better than theirs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They cannot counterspell here. Let's just attack with everything. And let's just crack a clue on their turn. They likely have a counterspell or something like that. I'm actually going to exile the graveyard because there's no way we're handling a Serpent. And it probably won't resolve anyway. But if we get rid of this, then their Serpents are back to the beginning again. They do have a Force Spike. Okay, well we're not able to counter that. So that's a problem now. They can definitely play a Serpent, which is not good for us. And if they get the flip here, okay, they don't get a flip, which is good. So our birds can hit him for a little bit more. We can definitely play Serpents. But I do like our clock more as long as they only have one Serpent out. Alright, they're playing that Serpent. Okay. Well, I was going to be able to counter that anyway. So it'd be great if our deck gave us a land here. The Force Spike not... Oh, okay, that's pretty huge. 2 Serpents is absolutely huge. So we'll just take with the bird tokens. We might be able to get there with the flyers. So we're going to go... like we really need to draw another land though. So we'll play this. We'll just flip a Inspector. Play the Inspector. And they're on 10 as well. So if they're attacking with both, that means that they will have another one in their hand. We're just going to chump probably one of these. I mean, we could probably put 3 in front of like a Serpent, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we just put everything in front of the Flaring Terror. And then that's gone, and then we can Yeah, because if they attack with both, it means they definitely have like another terror in their hand or something like that. It's a shame that 4-spike didn't. They had a 4-spike because Exile in the Graveyard there could have given us that extra turn. So they're just playing a Serpent in the main there. Okay. And they're not attacking. Okay. Let's just crack a clue because we need to get these creatures off. Okay. We are going to attack with the Core Skyfisher. If they want to trade, they can. There is a world that we can still live. But yeah, we need to draw planes as well, really. Taking 2. Alright, let's play a Sanctifier. Oh, they're just counterspelling that. Okay. Yeah. They're an 8. These Battles creatures are just rotting in our hand. I'll happily take the flying here. Deep Analysis, Hardcast. Okay, that's good. So we get a pick of the. I mean, it depends on what they have, but I think a Thraben Charm's good for the Insecto Aberrations. Drawing a land's probably our best draw to get more flyers in. Guardian's Pledge is another great option. It's a little bit annoying. This is. I think we just chump block 1. Take 6, go to 14. And then what? Draw a Guardian's Pledge. Then they go block, take 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I think it's fine like this. So this allows us to win if we have a Guardian's Pledge. Come on, Guardian's Pledge. Okay. Well, that's still good. I think now we attack with the fly because it's 3 and then we can play just a bunch more flyers. I can choose to block and then they can't. Okay, they're trading with that. Okay. Fair enough. Now the flyers get the pick of the litter, which is good. We'll do this in case we want some of the flyers just to get in and finish the job. But now we have 6 flyers, so if we can survive this go, then we can actually finish the job. So maybe I should technically tap this and block with that. They're going to 3, so they're trying to like find something, but these flyers can just finish them off now. Very lucky in this regard. Yeah, they're looking for an answer. Sometimes you just can't beat 6 flyers. Yep. Okay, let's see if they want to go to sideboarding. So we only have the Acolytes, which are red and blue. Prismatic Strands is very good. I'm actually going to try the Power Sentinels. I had some other issues in the past with that. I think we just cut Chocobo. And I mean, all we could keep is they run Dispels, so maybe we just cut 1 Guardian's Pledge. Just run like this and see how we go. Alright, we're on the draw. This hand is good. It's a lot better than the previous hand. Double Thraben Charms, got 2 lands, a couple 1-drops, Core Skyfish for the flying, and you know, it's life is good. This is what you want. Alright, just land go. So this could be a 4-spike. Luckily we have more Inspectors than I've had hot dinners here. Go on, just 4-spike it. I know you want to. This is me. Oh, there's Arm Cycling. Alright. And it resolves. That's good. I mean, depending on what they do as well, I might just play out both Inspectors next turn. If they tap out, then I will play this Core Skyfisher. And we need to start drawing some planes as well. Okay, because they did this, yeah, I want the Core Skyfish is a lot better than this Inspector. So we'll attack for 1, and then I'm going to play a land and play the Sanctifier and then an Inspector. But he feels definitely counterspelly, kind of dealio. But yeah, we'll play the Sanctifier. I'm thinking about whether to counterspell it or not. This is me manifesting that it will be resolved if I just minimize it and put it right here next to the Novice Inspector. Okay, the mental noting first. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 in the yard. So if they mental note Thought Scour and they just, hopefully they just play a Serpent and then we can charm it on our turn. That would be ideal. We'll pass. And then, yeah, let's see what happens, eh? Alright, Almond Cycling. So that's 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's not what I wanted to see. Okay, at least they don't have a second one. That would be absolutely unhinged on turn 3. Alright, land's good. Land is very good. Let's just play this Core Skyfisher, pick up an Inspector, replay the Inspector. And they can force spike an Inspector, that's fine. Pick up Inspector, play Inspector. They might want to force spike this maybe. Yep, that's fine. And it's all their turn. And we can relatively, if this is the only threat they have, then they can't really attack with it, and we have enough to fight back with currently. You know, we can attack for 4. It's just if they play more than 1 Serpent here is when it gets really scary. Because they can definitely just play whatever now. I can't believe this card has Ward. It's absolutely unhinged that this has Ward. Okay, this is a problem now. Now they can quite comfortably attack us. So really we need to draw planes and we just need to try and destroy one of these terrors. Otherwise we're going to have a really bad time. Okay, Choco is interesting. I think we just jam it as well. I could just play the Inspector and try and gain 2 life. Draw a card and try and hit another land. But this is, you know, if they want to attack with both, they can. Might be the case where I just block to a triple block on a terror or something like that. We can attack for 3. It's definitely the place where we could have, if we had another land. 2 cards in hand means they can have a Dispel though or a Spell Pierce, which is just scary for these charms. So I like Journey to Nowhere sometimes. Them drawing a land's good for us. They're just hard casting that. Okay. So if we draw planes on our turn, we're just going to main phase it. Because they need a Force Spike or a Spell Pierce. They've already got 1 of each in the yard. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they attack, I might just block with 1 and then, yeah, I might just block with the Throat Inspector and then get in. This makes me think that they might have a another one, which is unhinged. If we don't draw planes, don't play another one. Oh, thank God. Okay, land. So here, let's just attack with everything and we'll just play a bunch of stuff. 3, 6, 7, 8. Because then they can't attack us with both Serpents, essentially. Let's play this. Because then we can block them. I mean, even then it's like not the end of the world. We still have the Choco for next turn. This might hit a Force Spike. Doesn't. That's good. Oh, it's tempting what to take. We have 2 more shots with that one. I think we just pick up. Maybe just pick up the Sanctifier. Pick up the Sanctifier, because then we can block with this Inspector if we want. We're definitely not blocking with any of the flyers. They're getting him for 6. They can't even analysis either. Flyers are just OP against them. There's a Delver of Secrets. If they attack with both, we're just going to take it. They can't. See, that's good for us. Alright, Battle Screech. Well, let's attack with the 2 flyers. And we'll play the Sanctify and likely just hold up the Thraben Charm. Because we're likely to want to Thraben Charm the Delver Secrets if it flips. We've got our blockers. And only one of these Cool Skyfish just needs to hit as well, so I'm feeling good. Okay, they flipped. And they flipped a counterspell as well. Oh, another Serpent. So they do need a bounce though, and the counterspell up, because we got the Thraben Charms. And even then we got double Thraben Charms, so we're just going to Thraben Charm. Yeah, there we go. GG. Alright, let's play another one. Hey, Spradic. Alright, we're on the play. That's cool, playing against Spradic. This hand is good. We'll keep this. Playing against good old Spradic. So I assume they're probably streaming or something like that. Got some crazy brew playing. And we're just playing straight up White Weenies. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just good. Well, I'll add this to the VOD. It'll be fun to play against whatever they're playing against. I'm a simple man. I see a Thraben Inspector and I play it. Ooh, hot topic. That's interesting. I wonder if they're playing Glintblade. Guardian's Pledge. I do want to hit my land drops here. I think we'll just pass and just crack a clue and step, I think. It's a little bit sad. Not the best. This isn't turning out as well. Hey, you're playing Guarding Voice. What are we using the Guarding Voice for? That is the question. So they're obviously doing Toolbox. I assume they're splashing red then. Or black. Black has some good ones. Yeah, they are playing red. Okay. Yeah, looks like they're playing straight red-white. I mean, now they can get in. That's very real. Not blocking that, that's for sure. Alright, we'll crack the clue token. Thraben Charm. Thraben Charm's not that good here. We really need to hit a land there. We'll just play the Unicorn and then we'll crack him for 1. It'd be unfortunate. I think a Raffine's Informant would be a good draw. Love little weenie action. I mean, now our hands aren't turning out too well. I really wish one of these Guardian's Pledges was a Plains. That would be huge. Yeah, missing that Plains is not good. We'll see how else they're using these lessons. Just around like Guarding Voice. Yep, so there's just like getting value off that. That's fair enough. We're probably going to do a thing where, I mean, we're not blocking that. I'm hoping they don't do anything on our turn. Well, I hope they don't do anything here, basically. Oh, that's brutal. So we just attack. Depending on how they tap, I assume they want to crack a clue this turn or they want to use the 5-betting lesson. We'll just Raven Charm this. You should be really running anything else to work with it. Yeah, so we'll do it here. No dismembers here. So yeah, we just deal 4 to that. We're going to try and win this game with no extra land, but we'll see how we go. It's going to be rough. Wow, 3 color. Damn. With artifact lands as well, that makes me think, what are they, how they're playing it? They're running Kraj and Relic. Okay, makes me think they're probably running like some level of Gal Blast. And maybe if their sideboard is not, if it's filled with lessons, they might not have as much stuff like Electrickery. Alright, come on deck, give me a land. Give me a land. That is not a land. Oi, oi, oi. Well, we'll just keep playing stuff. Maybe one day we'll draw land. Can't even crack the clue, you know? It's very depressing. Yeah. Depending on how their deck goes, I mean, they're drawing a lot of cards here. If they're hitting their land drops, they're going to have a fun time. Definitely thinking about something. Another relic? Or maybe they're just firing off the attachments here now. To maybe... Will they hit their land drop? Alright, May phase attachments. Cleansing Wildfire. So I'm curious to see where the artifacts come into it. Come on, give me a land. The likelihood of that happening is crazy. What is going on? We're going to have to go to discard, and we're just probably going to discard a Battle Screech, I guess. It's insane. I'm just saying, not a good showing for this deck. And, yeah. Yeah, I think we're both not having good hands. I mean, Crouching Relics, at least they can draw a lot of cards. I think I know what they mean. If they're sacking a relic, then that's they mean business. Alright, Mock Sight. Maybe we'll see some sneaky snackers. We're definitely bringing Dust to Dust. Alright, so it looks like they're drawing a lot of lands. But it's the age of question. Flood versus Screw. I mean, they continue to draw cards. Alright, deck, give me something here. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll just cast this because it's the only thing we can cast in our hand. Just get him for 2. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Top 15 cards, 2 lands. I mean, it happens. It definitely does happen. But in terms of inevitability, them drawing multiple cards a turn is going to favour them a fair bit. We really need to just get down like some flyers and just go crazy on these Guardian's Pledges. And maybe, but, you know, they could be running counter spells. Like, if they're running the lesson stuff, they might be running Quench. I don't know how this deck beats Quench, which is 2 planes. You know what I mean? I can't keep playing if I'm not drawing planes. I can't do it. I'm not Threaten Charming a Threaten Spectre. It's not how it be in this world. I'm not in love with the Chocos in this one. I'm happy with the Guardian's Pledges though. I'm going to bring in the Dust to Dust. Obviously run the Cleansing Wildfire. Hinterland Sanctifier doesn't seem as good, so we're going to cut all of those. It's really depending if you want to run the Power Sentinels or not. Pride and Relic, they probably run a lot of the Flyers and stuff like that. I could be open to like a Hallow instead of the Prismatic Strands. Maybe just running like 2 just to give it a crack. Great Sword's great. I don't think the Acolytes are that needed. But let's just keep in the Chocos and see how this goes. 1 Prismatic Strands, a Remozing Rally, a couple Hallows. The Hinterland Sanctifiers aren't that good though. They're grinding out, so we don't really need life. Wow. We're really just not hitting planes, are we? We're out here and we're going to mulligan the 5. Alright, let's break most of 6. Alright, okay. We got lands. We'll keep this. Let's bottom, we just get rid of the Grange and probably a land. Because we've got the, yeah, I think this is correct. We're on 2. We've got a curve here. We're on the play. Let's get this bread. My gosh. The old Planeswave Inspector. We'll save the Favorite Charm. We'll just play this out. So there was a world maybe that we, I guess, bottom the pledge and keep the planes, because then we could have equipped and cracked the clue token, and then we would have drawn a card and maybe draw something else that we might want. This land count, it's not too bad though. We'll let them get in for the 1, that's fine. We should be able to relatively crack in on their side. Yeah, cool, Skyfisher, fair enough. You keep your free damage. Okay, that's good. No play mistakes. So we'll just equip and we'll keep up the Thraben Charm. Great Sword, as they say, is great. And then hopefully this Inspector can get really huge. But we'll just keep this Thraben Charm on the back burner in case they want to use something up. And depending on how they want to play, I mean, yeah, they can attack. Can't do anything about that. It's 2-3. Just playing the Thraben Inspector. So Dust to Dust would be a fantastic draw here. Come on, give me a Dust to Dust. That's not a Dust to Dust. Alright, deck, Dust to Dust. Hello, okay. We'll play a land, we'll attack. At least it grows every turn, but I wouldn't mind something a little bit extra. This Hallow I think might come in handy with all their red sources, and then playing something like Galvanic Blast just to sort out this Thraben Inspector. And also Hallow handles Thraben Charm. So it's a bit of a, well, I definitely think they're running Galvanic Blast. It's a great card, yeah. And we're just getting the life off that. And is this the Thraben Charm? Hey. There we go, look at that. We somehow got through to this far, eh? And then we gained 4. Very good. Now, they have a bunch of cards in hand and we have nothing going on. So Choco's nice, we'll play that. Get it for 4-5, very nice. Just tap that down. Build your own Serpent here. And we'll definitely just keep cracking on with this Thraben Inspector. We're out of Thraben Charm room now, and we're out of Galvanic Blast room. So you can tackle 5-8. We've actually got Guardian's Pledge anyway, so they don't do much else, yeah. Alright, sideboarding. The Hallows seemed great over the Prismatic Strands. I'm just going to swap them over. I think that's about it. I don't really want the Palace Sentinels. They're more grindy than us, and I think with their flyers, it's not as good. The Hallow was absolutely clutch, to be honest. I do like Greatsword. I wouldn't mind running another one. I think especially with this meta right now with a lot of Serpents and stuff like that. I actually haven't seen Chrysalis in a hot minute. But everyone's, you know, making giant creatures, so being able to tap them down and grow a creature over time is a pretty good, sweet deal, you know? Alright, this hand is like low-key not playable. I mean, the Dust to Dust is nice to be in here. I'm going to mulligan. This hand is better. I mean, it's not like the best, but I think we keep it and just bottom the Pack Beast, to be honest. We'll keep... Yeah, I think we just bottom like that. There you go. Alright, Mountain go. Yeah, okay, Greatsword's good. Great is great, as they say. I think we're still going to do like, I mean, just play everything out. Just go... Ooh, they might, yeah, I just realized they're probably going to burn that. In that case, it's probably still correct to play the Core Skyfisher. I mean, it depends on what we draw as well, right? Moxite. Discarding Cleansing Wildfire. Okay. Let's just play the Core Skyfisher. Pick up planes, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just everything's a little bit more slowed down. But we need to get beats on. I was thinking if we play the Greatsword first and then play the Core Skyfish on the following turn, maybe that is correct, because if you drew a Thraben Inspector, then we can play that and then play the Core Skyfisher. Turning Moxite, I guess. Yeah. It's pretty well where I was meant to cut some level of Greatswords, Guardian's Pledge, to be honest. Good old Core Skyfisher. Means they don't have a Cryogene Relic. Yeah, so they are running Snackers. Okay. That's important to know. They're not attacking, which makes sense. And our turn, yeah, we'll just play this Joko. And then we'll get him for 3. Because our clock's still technically a little bit better. I do love this interaction. We played a deck like that. Oh, what are you running? Bolts? Yeah, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so this is going to be alive for 3 turns and then it will be deceased. So, Battle Screech would be a great draw. Now that we're racing, suddenly Sanctify does seem a bit better. Actually, the Cryogene Relic stun effect is pretty good on the Summon Choker. That's why I was kind of keen to cut 1 or 2 of them. Alright, there's Scout Blast. So Dust to Dust now isn't actually that good anymore. We can take them off their blue, I guess. This makes a creature. Yes, it does. It can make a robot. Not at instant speed, though, is it? Cracking them for 4 is a lot. And if we don't find a creature, we're going to be in dire straits. Really, Battle Screech is probably our best draw. Glenhawk returning the Cryogene Relic. Yoof. Yeah, it's like Screech or Bust now. I mean, drawing land is not the way. But definitely, yeah, burning the creatures, playing flyers, it's a good way to do it. But yeah, they definitely have the tempo now. So even if we draw a Battle Screech, we're just pretty well out of it. Because we can't even remove the creatures too well. So maybe we were meant to mulligan the 5 and see if we had a better hand. But in here into like, yeah, just playing another Cryogene Relic is pretty good. A lot of cards drawn. Oh, another creature as well. We need Day of Judgment in the card in Pauper. Yeah, there you go. Just lands. GG. Alright, quick wrap up time. So this was the deck that we played. It was a bit of an interesting mishmash of numbers. Things that I probably agree with is still running like just 3 strands main deck. I do like the Miser's Rally. Probably what I would want to change is maybe the pack beast. They do feel a bit more win more. They're really only good once you have 5 creatures in play. And if you have 5 creatures in play, you want to draw an Anthem effect. So I think when I've been playing this and testing, it's only been really good against like the mirror match, where like you're picking up the pack beast with the Jeskai fishes for 1 mana, just drawing more cards and chaining them. Outside of that, the Sanctifiers, they felt pretty on par with the Lunark Veteran. I guess the difference is playing this on 1. We didn't play against any burn, but being able to just block whatever 1-drop that they have is pretty good. And then being an X2 as well allows you to use their Ramosian Rally and tap down and survive Drown and Sorrow or something like that, or, you know, Breath Weapon. Outside of that, the deck is pretty stock. I would say I am a big fan of Great Sword of Tyr, and I think there is a lot of mid-range going around right now. I wouldn't mind running 1 or probably 2 Great Swords main deck, even having something in the sideboard. I wasn't a big fan of this Palace Sentinels. Like, it's here for the grindy decks, but also the grindy decks that we see a lot nowadays is normally playing a lot of flyers, and if we don't hit our flyers, then they can just chip in and steal the Monarch, and it can be really hard to take it back from some grindy decks, especially when they're running ball wipes. You want to overextend with battle screeches and flyers, so yeah, it's a bit interesting. I like this Hallows. We saw them against Spradic in that game too. I probably would like to run this in the future, to be honest. Like, we haven't ran into Breath Weapon or anything like that, but the hidden mode where it can target Thraben Charm has been pretty legitimate, and also just targeting the Gale Blast, Lightning Bolts, that kind of stuff. I really wish I had that in Game 3 against Spradic, so we could keep our board alive. Them having a couple of different bolts was a good way to keep our board pretty clear. Outside of that, some people have been running these 2 Holy Lights. We didn't really get to see them much in our games, but normally I feel like you either want to invest a lot in them or not at all. So it's a good card, but yeah, probably I would just cut them. It's really only good against Elves, and this deck probably has a good matchup against the Mono Red Rally list, so it's probably not needed that much. So I'd probably just cut the Holy Lights. Santa Barrows was an absolute house you saw against Bogles. I wish I could see that every day. But besides that, I don't think there'd be much other changes. Maybe you could cut these Salt Road Pack Beasts for actually Eagles again, because we had some rotten hands, and if we had Land Eagle, we would most likely keep a lot more of our hands. So it's probably something to keep in mind. It needs to have a couple more mana sources probably. So yeah, probably cutting these, or maybe even cutting the Chocos if people are really set on trying these Pack Beasts. Or these could be Buglers, to be honest, and then you could cut the Chocos because we've got 4 other Anthem effects, and then running some Eagles. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.